One is a grown man with an encyclopedic knowledge of cinema. The other, a man-child raised by the more questionable corners of the internet. What happens when they each dive into something the other one loves? Find out on
The Man with No Brain.
All right, gosh darn it, I guess we're ready. Ryan, the floor is yours.
All right, welcome everybody to episode number 11 of The Man with No Brain. I am your host, Ryan Matthew Ziegler, and as always, I am joined by the man with no brain himself, Mr. Joseph Robert Buckley. How you doing, Joe?
Yeah, hiya people. How are you all doing? Have you had a nice sunny, beautiful blue sky day?
I did. Actually, it rained for a big chunk of the day here, but there was some times where it was nice out, and I went out, I got my walk in, and got some of my miles in, so I'm feeling good today.
Nice. I sit in the basement. I wanted it to be dank and dark.
Oh,
Damn.
I'm sure. You know all about humidity, but it's only because of that dungeon you live in with
I
the
have
leaks.
a dehumidifier.
I imagine your basement.
No.
I imagine your basement looks a lot like the basement in Class of Nukem High, which is pipes dropping green sludge and nuclear monsters crawling out of the cracks.
Excuse me. Tyler has a silly putty that he's making fart sounds with. That is not me. That's not me.
No, I didn't think it was fart sounds. I thought it was just your neck skin rubbing together. I thought it was the folds in your neck just slopping together.
I have not been moving my arms next to my nipples. That's not the sounds that's making it. Tyler, he has goop.
No,
he has goop.
Joe, you just ate a bunch of Panda Express and you're farting.
No!
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. We are recording this episode a little bit later than normal, and it was brought to my attention beforehand. I said it was fine, but the reason we had to start about a half an hour later than normal is because King Buckley there needed his dinner, and his dinner was going to arrive a little bit later. And Joe can't podcast unless he has a full tum-tum.
Well, I will just say this: the choice of the restaurant was put to a vote. It was agreed upon by all parties. So I mean, the fact that it was out of the way and going to arrive a little bit later, I mean, that can't just be all on me. I mean, I wanted the Panda Express, sure. But it was almost like I was forced to eat it.
Now, was this your first time having the Panda Express?
Yeah, it was. I got some orange chicken. It was pretty good. And Tyler gave me a little bit of his teriyaki chicken, and that was good.
All right. So and how does it, in your estimation, stack up, this franchise restaurant? How does it stack up to the other similar restaurants that you've had, the mom and pop stores around the Illinois Valley?
Well, you know what? I may be wrong on this, but I think there's two separate kind of like Chinese food restaurants. Like there's Cantonese and then there's Szechuan.
Okay.
And I believe I really like the Szechuan and you really don't like the Cantonese. So I've had some really bad Chinese like food experiences. I mean, the Panda Express, it seemed like it was the kind I like, so it was pretty good for that. But I've had better Chinese from like maybe on a buffet, like some nice savory honey chicken and black pepper chicken.
I could see Joe going over to China, and just the way the words come out of his mouth, he somehow ends up speaking perfect Mandarin.
Yeah.
And they just understand him. And basically, they just keep shoving orange chicken in your face. And
yeah, I'm like the new Dalai Lama.
They just, what is that? What is that? Is it photogras? Was it where they just put the
the duck or something?
They just like put the funnel in and they just keep pumping in food. See, Joe wouldn't have a problem with that. If Joe was like,
opposed.
If Joe was like, the rest of my life, I guess, is just going to be me on a couch with someone funneling in orange chicken in my gullet nonstop. There are worse ways to go.
Hey, it's a living. I'm like one of those birds on like the Flintstones.
That's good. That's good, Joe. I like that.
Thank you.
All right, so we got a special episode today. It's going to be a bit of an experiment here on The Man with No Brain, and we're excited about it, but we have no idea how this is going to turn out at all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited and hesitant because basically, like, I'm normally like ready for my head to just be opened up on like a swivel and people to be poking around in it, but now this time I have to do the poking.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing some improvisation.
Just make sure you poke your brain.
Yeah,
nothing else.
And so we're going to be playing some games. Now, Tyler has created scenarios, some scenes. Joe and I know nothing about this. We're going in completely blind on this. And we're going to be using some improvisational skills to create some characters and create dialogue to fit in with these scenarios that Tyler has come up with. So these are going to be some games, and kind of, because I've been jealous. It's understood that on the hour, I like that everybody gets to go free for all with Joe and, just be silly like that. And this is going to be my opportunity to get to do some of that. So I'm fairly excited. I'm feeling very positive about this.
That's good. That's good.
How do you feel about it, Joe?
No, I'm excited. I'm ready to roar.
Some of that chicken came back up.
I may be a little bit full from the chicken, but I will do my best to give good podcast material.
Hopefully digestion doesn't interfere with this. Hopefully all of a sudden Joe doesn't yell, my butt hurts, and goes and, sprays some mud.
I may have a little bit of diarrhea during the episode. I will not get up, though. I will be pooping in my pants in this chair, and then I will help clean it up after.
You heard it here first, folks. Joe finally admitted it. He poops his pants as an adult man.
I do not poop my pants. I do not wear big diapers. I use the toilet like a big boy. Every time.
Okay, so I wrote, not really wrote, but I kind of put together an overarching story. This is going to be a 2, possibly 3-parter, depending on where the guys take the story, because there are 5 scenes we're going to see at the beginning of this story, and as it goes on, the guys can have more creative control over what happens with their characters, where things go. Joe will be playing the main character, and Ron will be playing a host of characters. Hopefully very interesting. But who knows? We don't know what he's going to do with it. So the main thing is that they don't know anything. I am going to offer up some narration to set scenes, and the guys will be given prompts that they, some more stricter than others, but they will begin to develop their characters, and we'll see what happens. But today's episode is titled The Emerald Lion.
Oh boy, The Emerald Lion. I like it already.
Yeah.
It's the best part, so we're already past it.
Yeah, we could do a sequel called The Gold Tiger.
Ryan, I have talked with Joe privately many times about today and what we're trying to do, and trying to explain to Joe that, don't go for the cheap laugh. The straighter you play it, the more you'll be into your character.
Oh, yeah.
And that all went over Joe's head. Pew!
No, I don't believe so. I believe I listened to you.
All I know is that at some point, well, actually, you know what? Okay, I'm going to give you some credit, Joe. If you can avoid saying the word penis, then I guess you'll get a C+.
That's a big ask.
At least.
Yeah.
But Ryan's got some skills, because remember, he launched an improv group at IV.
Yeah.
Oh, what, you're not proud of that, Ryan?
No, I am. No, I'm very proud of it. Great times. This is a completely different animal. A lot of improvisation is body language and reading a room, and I'm sitting in my room by myself, 360 miles away.
Joe, Joe's body. It ain't changing.
Oh yeah, it's like doing podcasting with a manatee.
Yeah, I just think about it like a big wiggly bowl of mashed potatoes with glasses on it, and I'm pretty much there with his body language.
You keep poking it, hoping to get like a Thanksgiving side, maybe.
But I thought of this earlier when I was out working out. I was trying to think about some stuff, and my only rule, Joe, with this entire thing is other than what Tyler gave you, is I will only allow you one instance during this entire exercise, one instance of you uttering the phrase "my pee-pee hurts."
Okay,
because I know you're trying to make that a thing.
Ryan is nicer than me.
That thing, like
I'm allowing you. You have to. It's like with a PG-13 movie and the word "fuck." You get one utterance of it. You have to use it sparingly. So if you're gonna go with "my pee-pee hurts," you got to make it count. You only get one use.
I'll see where it fits in. I understand.
And Joe, you've got some creative control over your character. Don't just go for the cheap, easy jokes. Give me somebody. Who's your favorite character in a David Lynch film?
Well, I'm a big fan of Henry from Eraserhead. He's just strange. He's looking at things. He doesn't understand what's happening.
Perfect example. Don't give me that.
No?
Don't give me that.
No, you don't want some weirdo with weird hair?
No, if you have to do anything, go Torrance.
If you have to do that's anything. More fun to listen to. It would be crazy, Crazy Jack.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all I've got. I'm sweating over here with anticipation. So.
All right, I'm excited.
Okay, so, and we're going to discuss how things go at the end. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you're entering the improv theater, for the next 20, 30, 40 minutes, basically you're going to be hearing a cohesive story all put together. So,
oh boy.
Put your fucking phones away. Put them in your pocket. How dare you? You're entering an abode of silence.
Okay.
I can't disagree. I stand by that. Thanks, Joe. Unless you're using your phone to listen to the podcast, and chances are, if it's YouTube.
Well, they already turned it off. They all left, unfortunately. I told them to.
Okay. We now enter the Blue Clover Bar, where we meet our main character, Declan McDermott. Oops, sorry, guys. I should send you your prompts.
Uh-oh. Oop, I don't... Oh.
What's wrong, Joe?
No. I was picking up my phone that was making noise.
Okay.
Are you getting a phone
here we
call?
go. No, wait, I was making noise just on the wood. I didn't want to do that with the microphone.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats, for you are about to enter the theater of the mind. What you are about to hear is a fully improvised performance of an original production by complete amateurs. So dim your lights, lean back in your comfiest of chairs, and relax. For this evening, the Lost Plot players present to you The Emerald Lion Part 1. Please enjoy. Declan McDermott has seen better days. The part-time detective and full-time drinker sits alone at the Blue Clover Bar as he downs his third White Russian. 1953 was supposed to be Declan's year. Hot on the case of the Metro Mangler, the people of Chicago had put all of their hope into the plucky underdog detective. But alas, he was not the hero they expected him to be. Because an hour ago, Declan found out that the Mangler had been caught by the police last night. It was front-page news by the morning, and Declan's name was as cold as yesterday's coffee by that afternoon. And so, Declan planned to drink himself under the bar by 3 p.m. And he would have been successful too, if not for a mysterious stranger who was about to interrupt his entire life. Until then, Declan confides in his loyal bartender, Cagney.
You know, I almost caught the Zodiac. I've told you that before, right?
Oh, yeah, the Zodiac. That was a hell of a case. You almost caught him, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a whole thing with a watch. It was a watch too, and yeah, but I mean, I almost caught him. I remember that.
Speaking of watches, that's a pretty fancy watch you got there on your wrist. Is that a Rolex?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a Rolex, but it's like a kind that they make where it's not a Rolex. It's like an off-brand. I couldn't afford that.
Oh, I understand. I remember back in the 80s, my son wanted a Teddy Ruxpin. You remember those dolls? It was like a teddy bear. You put the audio cassette in his back and push play. I couldn't find one anywhere. I looked all over town. Eventually, I bought like a generic Teddy Ruxpin for in an alleyway, and it came alive and killed everybody.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. The case of the killer Teddy.
It's 1953.
No, but it's a futuristic. No, yeah, it is. Like Blade Runner.
So, your glass is a little empty there. It looks a little light.
Yeah,
How about I give you a Boilermaker? You want a Boilermaker?
Yeah. I mean, just give me whatever you got in the bar.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if you pour some like old sock juice in it or something. I don't know.
Oh no, trust me.
I'm
The
just a
drinks
little
I
bit.
make, the drinks I make sock juice taste like Buckley juice. There you go.
Yeah, I hate that guy. My name's Derek.
Declan.
My name's Declan. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit drunk. I mean, you know I love you, man.
Hey, I tell you what, and you seem a little down, and I just wanted to tell you something. I don't say this to everybody. I get a lot of customers. I don't say this to everybody, but I do want to say this. Every time you walk into this bar, my life gets better. For the few minutes that you're sitting there at my bar, it could be 15 minutes, could be 2 hours, my life gets better. I just, you're one of my favorite customers. So
Well,
as
thank
far
you,
as
thank
I'm
you.
concerned, you can sit there. All drinks are on the house this afternoon. All drinks are on the house. And you know what? Appetizers as well. Want a little something to eat?
Could I have 4 more drinks?
Absolutely. Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Whoa, slow down there, buddy. I don't want you to aspirate any of that. I'm not too good on, I'm not much of a nursemaid.
There's just something been bugging me all night.
Hold on, I gave you the extra strong bourbon on that one. Hold on, let me put a little water in it for you. There we go.
So listen, they finally caught the Metro Mangler. I've been working this case for 6.5 months, and they finally caught him.
Oh, that's a relief. I was real worried about the Metro Mangler. I've been reading about him in the newspaper. He slashed up all those women. It's an absolute atrocity. Absolutely.
Yeah,
This world is moving too fast.
Yeah, but listen, I was supposed to be the one to catch him, and I couldn't.
What happened?
Well, he kept leaving his name all over napkins, and I I was at the case and I just kept taking the napkins because I thought I was gonna solve it and then I didn't. I think I'm gonna go in the cab and then I'm just gonna talk into my tape recorder.
It's 1953.
I thought those were around back now.
Well, I was going to ask you, that big gray thing you pull out every now and again, it looks like it's got some buttons on it. I thought it might be an electric shaver, but you don't plug it in anywhere. And
No, and I've got 5 o'clock shadow still. No, it's not one of those. I'm just normally like talking into it and telling it that I love it and that I want to hear its voice again. I thought those were around back now. Ooh, it's chilly. Can I have another drink?
Oh yeah, here you go. Hold on, let me run in the back real fast. I'm gonna grab, I got a special box of stuff. Just came in from overseas. It's supposed to put a lot of hair on your chest. So, and buddy, I'll be with you in just a second. Go ahead and belly up to the bar. All right. All right.
I love boxed wine.
Hello. I believe your name is Declan. Is that true?
Yeah, I think that's my name. I'm a little bit drunk.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
My name is Milton Royal. I am the personal assistant to Dr. Carlisle. I've been tasked to come and pick you up, sir.
Wait, you said your name's Million? That's weird. That's a weird name.
My name is Milton. Milton Royal. Have you heard of the Milton Brothers? They make those delightful board games. It's the same, although...
Candyland. Yeah. No, one time I remember I played, but then I was upset because there wasn't plums on the board, so I threw it.
Well, that doesn't seem at all the proper gameplay. Did you read the instructions inside the box?
No, I was a little bit drunk. I was 11 years old.
It looks like you're a little drunk now, so by all means, allow me to give you a ride in my Rolls Royce. We're going to go to see Dr. Carlisle. He needs some assistance with a, shall we say, private matter.
Wait, what's his full name? Because that's probably important or something.
His name is Dr. Herman Carlisle.
Wait, can you make sure you check your boss's business card? Because I just want to make sure I'm in the right cab.
Oh, of course. Let's see here. Business card. Yes, sir. Here it is. Dr. Herman Carlisle, PhD.
Wait, he's got a PP?
No, I mean, I assume he's got a PP. I mean, I've never seen it myself, but he is a PhD is what I mean. He's a doctor. Very learned man of medicine.
I'll try to walk to the car.
Well, I can give you assistance. Let me give you assistance. My car is right outside. Oh, you gonna throw? Oh, no. Oh. Let it out, sir. Let it out. Oh, that bartender is going to be very angry.
Thanks to his loose constitution, Declan decided to get into the stranger's vehicle. Unsure of who Milton Royal or Dr. Carlisle truly are, unaware of where he is headed or what could happen, Declan found comfort in knowing he would no longer be in the big city. Leaving his failures as detective behind, he found himself enjoying the long car ride through the wooded hills and forests north of Chicago. To pass the time, he attempts to draw information from the oddly talkative doctor's assistant.
So, I believe it could be because of your immense inebriation, but it seemed to me you had a little bit of limp. Were you in the war, sir?
I mean, no, I was kind of a war. I mean, I was in a war with my neighbor for a long time, and he stabbed me one time.
Oh, that sounds absolutely abhorrent. What was the reason behind that?
I kept trying to take his lawn. I wanted his yard for myself, and he stabbed me.
There's seed that could be purchased.
No, I really needed his.
You needed his seed?
No, I don't want his seed. I just wanted.
I mean, if you wanted it, I'm saying if you wanted his seed, that's your business. I'm not trying to pry.
No, I just want grass.
Okay, well, very well.
Now, here's what I'm wondering about. What would the doctor want in a failed old detective like me?
Well, you really shouldn't sell yourself so short. You're a very fine detective, and I'll be honest with you. I don't, as a servant to Dr. Carlisle, I don't tend to pry into his affairs. If I can, be so bold as to tell you that, I don't want to say I'm just a servant to the man. We do have a long-standing professional and personal relationship. I was married to his sister at one point, and I won't get into that business because you don't want to hear about that. But in the meantime, perhaps you should look out the window. It's a wonderful drive.
Oh no! Whenever I look out I get car.
Well, perhaps
I'll take a look, but I can't guarantee anything.
Well, I've always said in times of discomfort, there is always solace in the night.
Wait a second. Why do you want me to wait? You said something about I'm drunk, but you said something about the night.
Well, it's an old saying. Maybe it came out of a greeting card. I've always said that in times of discomfort, there is always solace in the night.
I'm gonna roll down the window, I think.
Do you need to vomit again? You need to regurgitate?
No, I want to put my hand out the window.
Oh, okay. Well, again, if that brings you solace to help you with your discomfort, I always said in these times of discomfort.
Is that a code? I'm a detective. Is that a code?
In times of discomfort.
Am I supposed to look at my watch?
In times of discomfort, there is always solace in the night.
Yeah. Can you just put on the radio?
What, sir? Radio?
Yeah. There's like a new band called the Beatles. I hear they're good.
I'm not as up on pop music. I don't know why one would name themselves after such a nasty, disgusting bug.
Yeah, kids like insects now.
They must, and when I see an insect, obviously, many times I feel discomfort.
Yeah, we're almost there.
We will be turning in here in about half a mile. We'll be pulling in here, and it's such a beautiful night right now.
I wish I was more drunk.
Well, I'm sure Dr. Carlisle may have some libations for you if you need that sort of comfort, if you need that sort of solace during your discomfort in the night.
What was the Four Loko in the back now? I want some of that.
Oh boy, look, here we are. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to take a left-hand turn here. This mansion of Dr. Herman Carlisle, medicine buys a lot of buildings. It buys a lot of bricks, and you can build a beautiful mansion.
If Declan didn't already assume, it was clear now that Dr. Carlisle was a wealthy man. As the sun set in the distance, its final rays of light illuminated his sprawling lakefront estate. The manor grounds teemed with life as his various staff members bustled about, preparing for something. Could this all be for Declan's arrival? Or will this just raise more questions than he will get answers?
Oh, yeah, I'm out of the car now.
I believe you are sweating profusely, and it's getting all over my suit, but that's okay.
No, I may have drooled on myself a little.
Let me take you up to the manor, sir.
Yes, thank you. Can you get my bags?
Odd, I didn't see you bring a bag inside the car with me.
No, I always have a man purse, immersive they call it in these times.
It's always good to have an overnight bag, sir. All right, let's see. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll be going up here.
Yeah. Are you guys going to serve dinner?
Well, you can take that up with Dr. Carlisle. I do believe he does have some light hors d'oeuvres planned. Maybe
lunch meat
in a blanket. Perhaps somebody of your ilk would enjoy that. You don't look like a fine cuisine man to me. But...
Well, I mean, I've dined with the finest of them, but I like lunch meat.
Okay, one more flight of stairs, and then we will be going to the
yeah. Can you just carry me a little bit more, because I'm very sleepy.
So sweaty. Okay.
Don't let me fall now.
All right, here we go. Yes. Maybe I introduce you. Declan, Detective Declan. This is Dr. Herman Carlisle.
Yeah, hey, what's up, Doc?
How are you?
It's been a long night for me. I mean, they just caught the murderer I was trying to get, but how are you doing?
I'm doing satisfactory. And I did hear about this killer being caught, and it is something I want to talk to you about. Perhaps in perhaps in private, sir, if you wouldn't mind coming with me into the study.
Yeah, I could use another drink. Oh, down, boy.
Milton, please take care of those dogs. Yes, sir, I will do that.
Yes, give him some lunch meat.
All right, now if you would come with me.
Yeah, I'll follow you. That sounds okay to me. Did you write a book? Is that how you're so rich?
Well, no, I've made most of my fortune practicing medicine, particularly brain medicine, brain surgery. But to answer your earlier question, yes, I would someday like to author a book. I am particularly interested in mystery. And that kind of brings me to why I have invited you here, sir. But before we begin, would you enjoy a drink? Would you enjoy some
that sounds good to me, all right.
And would you like one of these fine cigars? They are from Cuba.
Yeah, no, those are highly desirable cigars. I'll take one.
Okay. Oh, you are no stranger to a cigar. I mean, the way you fit that into your mouth. It's
like the whole thing in my mouth.
Yeah, for a long time.
We'll go ahead and shoot.
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate you. I do know that you had something to do with the apprehension of the mangler.
I definitely, I helped. I definitely helped a lot.
My sources told me as such. But I also believe in my heart of hearts that the mangler is still on the loose.
What?
Yes.
You think so?
I have reason to believe that the mangler is still on the loose and the man you have apprehended is an imposter. Now, I'm not sure, and that is why I need your expertise. See, I want to turn this story into a novel. I want my first novel, mystery novel, my dream of dreams. I want it to be based in fact, and that is why, sir, I have called you. I think it would be amazing that if I helped you solve the case of the real mangler and then wrote a book about it, that I would be one of the most notorious, most fantastic, perhaps Pulitzer-winning doctors of the second half of the 20th century. What say you, sir?
If we got the wrong mangler, I'm not the one who caught him. I mean, the police did. So, I mean, that can't be on me in this book.
Well, I assure you that I will keep you anonymous. I don't have to tell anybody about your involvement. Matter of fact, those details we will cover extensively after dinner. Now, hopefully you enjoy steak tartare and lobster. I wasn't sure if surf and turf would be really something that is welcomed by your palate, but far be it from me. We can only
let me tell you. I mean, one time I was solving the case of who stole all the lobsters down at the dock, and we put down a couple, let me tell you.
You put down a couple of lobsters?
Yeah, we killed them right there on the dock and just ate them raw. That was some good eating.
Well, I mean, I knew you were a man, of the people. I knew you had no pretensions, but I didn't realize you'd be the kind of man that would split open a crustacean and eat the succulent meat raw right from its body.
I opened up my throat and just let the lobster meat slide down.
Split open a crustacean and eat the succulent meat raw right from its body.
Sirs, Monsieur Declan, Monsieur Carlyle, dinner is served.
As Declan walked from the study to the dining hall, he began to sober up, trying to answer all of the questions he now had. One thing was clear, though. Dr. Carlyle had invited him under false pretenses. This was not about writing a novel. It wasn't even about him gathering information on the Metro Mangler. There is something much larger at play, and Declan knew he was an important piece of the puzzle. But the mystery only deepened as Milton opened the door to the dining hall, for yet another surprise awaited the hungry detective.
Oh, hello. You must be Declan.
Yeah, so I haven't made your acquaintance yet.
My name is Arthur. Arthur. I am an author. I am an esteemed writer. I am a journalist, and I am here writing the memoirs of the esteemed doctor. Of course, I'm ghostwriting these memoirs because he wants all the credit. He's got some delusions of grandeur of becoming an author himself, but of little dime store pulp mystery novels, and so. As such, he doesn't want to be bothered with the trivialities of his own life. So I'm going to be helping him write his memoirs.
Messieurs, here is a succulent Maryland crab cake. Please enjoy.
This is always my favorite kind of cake, a crab cake.
Well, let me tell you, I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but I'm pretty goddamn hungry. So I'm just gonna sit down.
Just dive in. It's a wonderful. They have a wonderful cook here. I mean, he spares no expense.
This crab cake's like a soup.
I've never seen somebody not chew a crab cake before, sir. Do you have teeth?
Oh yeah, I got plenty of teeth in my gums.
It's if you don't mind me saying, it's sort of exciting to see somebody enjoy their food such as you.
No, let me tell you, you should write a book about this. It's called The Man Who Ate the Whole Crab Cake.
Well, I will be perfectly frank with you, Declan, sir. Since I've been in this house, I've seen very strange, very odd, very disturbing things, and I'm not sure how to handle all of that. Have you ever seen a grown man covered head to toe in melted butter?
Well, let me tell you, if I did see that, you would have had to say I was from Wisconsin. So no, sir, I have not.
Well, I have. I've seen, strange apparitions.
Wait, what?
Messieurs, I have a delicious creamy shellfish bisque. Please enjoy.
Yeah, just pass some of that over here.
I really do enjoy dining here.
Now, wait a second. Are you supposed to use the big spoon or the little spoon for this one?
Well, in tradition, I believe the smaller spoon would be the one to use. But if you want to use the wider spoon with the little holes in it that are usually used for straining, that is your prerogative, sir. But you will not get the broth. You will not get the broth.
Oh, fuck it. I'll use my hand.
Oh, it's very hot, sir.
No. Oh, burnt my hand. It is hot, but I want more of the soup.
Now, can I ask you a rather personal question? If you don't want to answer, you do not have to.
Hey, listen, as long as it ain't about my ex-wife number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, you can say whatever you want.
It isn't decisively not about any wives. Do you feel that Dr. Carlyle is above board?
I just now met the man tonight, but there's some things here that aren't lining up too well.
Well, the reason I ask is because you are, of course, a town-famous detective, and if you weren't very talented and you would not be in Mr. Carlyle's presence, he only wants top-notch, and so I didn't know if you had... experienced anything odd in your, I don't know what you call it, your gut instinct, the kind of thing you use to catch bad guys, if you felt anything strange?
His valet was sure acting strange. He kept talking about the disturbance in the night.
In times of discomfort, there is always solace in the night.
Oh, the discomfort.
Yeah, that thing, yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, he said that a bunch.
Well, I do believe that I can trust you, sir. And I have to tell you something. Between you and I...
Oh, what?
Milton! I found a pool of blood in the foyer. And I feel something terrible has happened to Dr. Carlyle.
God damn it. I'm gonna get down to the bottom of this.
So does this mean that nobody is going to want my lobster tail menu?
I'll take it to go.
The three men run into the foyer. Blood everywhere. The sparkling crimson tide seems to lead from the top of the central staircase. They dart to the second floor, shoving and heaving as Milton leads the detective and author to the doctor's master bedroom. Upon bursting through the bedroom door, they discover what must be the scene of a crime. The bedding and several portraits have been slashed, a broken mirror lies shattered on the floor, and a gust of wind howls through a smashed window, all of which are coated in more blood. Milton leaves almost immediately to check in with the guard station at the gate, leaving the two men to finish their conversation that had been so abruptly interrupted.
Let me see. Now, this window, is the glass smashed in from the inside or the outside?
I do believe it is smashed from the inside, is what it looks like to me.
Okay, so it can't be a tall guy outside.
Oh, this is just horrible. This is just horrible. All right. Declan, I have some truth that I need to spill.
Well, much like the beans on Christmas evening, you better spill them.
I am not an author, all right? I'm a newspaper man. My name is not Arthur. My name is Bertram Brunch, and I'm a newspaper man, and I've been working this beat for a long, long time. I can't believe I'm spilling all this to you, but you just seem like a believable kind of guy, and we have obviously stumbled into something that is way above our pay grade. We are treading water at this point, and I have pretended to be an author to write these memoirs for Declan. Your Declan, the memoirs for Dr. Carlyle, a lot of D's. I get confused. I'm not the best writer in the world, but this is going to be my big break.
I understand. Listen here. My detective senses are tingling. So, where's the weapon? If he was just killed, there should be a weapon somewhere, but there isn't.
You're absolutely right. So, now everything I told you though beforehand is absolutely true. I've heard howling. I've seen men covered in butter. I've seen men masturbating. None of these men live in this house. So this is something I am trying to put the pieces together. I also feel that Dr. Carlyle is perhaps involved personally with the slasher, with the mangler. I feel he is in cahoots. I feel that he is not going to write a novel. He does not want to write a novel. I believe that is all false. I believe that he is a serial killer. I believe he is a serial sexual killer. And I believe that he is creating a great ruse because much like Dr. Moriarty in the classic Sherlock Holmes novellas, he is a criminal mastermind.
So you're telling me that this sick son of a bitch is recreating the crimes and then making you write about them?
That's very possible. These memoirs that he's asking me to read or to write for him, he has not even really truly begun to explain his life. We've only gotten up to 3rd grade and he keeps stalling. So at this point, I am worried that he is on to me and he's trying to keep me here. Am I handsome to you? I want you to look me in the face. Do you think I'm handsome?
Listen, this may be the alcohol talking, but I think you're more handsome than all my wives put together.
Well, I'm going to take that as a yes. So if I'm attractive to a man like you, I know I'm attractive to a man like Dr. Carlyle. He wants to fuck me, but I think he's a bad guy. And I am worried, and I am so grateful that he's brought you in here because you and I together are going to solve this crime.
He wants to fuck me.
We have to figure out whose blood this is and where the murder weapon is. And in my heart of hearts, I believe that this is pig blood.
He wants to fuck me.
I believe this is blood that came from the kitchen. I believe that fucker Milton is involved with this because I don't trust that cocksucker as far as I can throw him.
He wants to fuck me.
He also does not read newspapers. He collects old-timey newspapers. He doesn't read new newspapers. He's never read my column.
He wants to fuck me.
Here, 1 second. I brought my purse and I've got my lobster. I think I'm just gonna take a big bite of it.
Oh my God. You bit right through that shell.
Oh my God, half my lobster tail just went right by this wardrobe. Wait a second. Whenever I was reaching to get the lobster tail, I saw something in the crack of this wardrobe. We gotta get this thing open right now.
All right, let me go ahead and you seem very top heavy. Let me go ahead and you put your fingers here. I'll put my fingers here. Open this wardrobe. Oh,
Yeah.
good Lord, that is a lot of wood.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm gonna take some of his shoes.
Oh my God, what is this? Hold on. An emerald lion. An emerald lion.
Wait, does this mean...
He wants to fuck me.
I believe this could be the murder weapon. What do you think?
I think this means that he was lying the whole time, and this is kind of like a confession he gave us.
I fail to see the clues that would lead you to that decision, but you're the detective, not me.
Yeah, well, is there like blood or something on this emerald?
I believe that is blood, and I believe this is the murder weapon. But
Wait a second. Oh my god! Oh, Milton's driving away! He's trying to get away! He killed him! Yeah, let's go chase him!
All right, well, after you, sir.
Ugh, I'm still a little drunk, but I can go fast!
Well, if I grab you by your coat here, we need to make time. Post haste. We have a deadline. We must make the deadline. All right, now go ahead, and we're going to get into my vehicle.
Can you put the seat back a little?
Hold on a minute. We still have to get out of the house.
No, I'm just asking. I know some
Okay.
people have the seat tube forward. Okay. Oh my god, the doors are
The
locked!
front doors are locked. That dastard
Quick,
like
start
son of a...
smashing out the window!
No, the lights have gone out. The lights have gone out. I'm afraid of the dark. I don't like the dark.
No! This is how I die! I didn't want to die like this!
I didn't want to die with you. I didn't want to die with urine in my pants. I didn't want to die with poop in my pants. And it seems to all be happening right now. I have defecated in my pants, sir. This is not the way for a newspaperman to go out.
I'm going to throw up
Well,
again!
throw up on the floor. I don't want to smell it, because if I smell it, I will throw up. And I smell it. And here comes regurgitation.
Oh god, my pee-pee hurts! When I was throwing up, I accidentally hurt my pee-pee! Oh, ow!
And
Scene.
Jesus Christ.
or end of Act 1, I guess. I don't
Jeez,
know.
I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is hard. That is so hard. I'm sitting here, I can see my reflection in my TV, and I'm like acting to myself and look and
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Okay, so right off the bat, Joe wins Best Line Award.
Yes.
For that, I'll take it to go.
That was well played. That's why I was like, I got nothing. That would be the part if we were on stage. That's the part where you'd be done.
Lights go down. And
Yeah, you would know, you would bow, because you got it, man. You put the button right on there. That was fantastic.
Some interesting choices here, and I'm very surprised that I had the author character coming up, and Ryan was already going with the novel angle. So very interesting.
Yeah, it was because the way this is where we're doing this, we're getting little story prompts. We're as Tyler's talking, so we don't know this ahead. So I'm trying to read ahead, and I'm reading stuff like, oh shit, there's two guys gonna talk here. I got to be both guys. Okay, Milton. Okay, Declan. And I'm trying to, and then I wanted to try and keep away from like stereotypical kind of voices, where but I fucking couldn't do any voice. They were all the same, pretty much. It was hard.
I was lucky. I just had the one voice, so I was happy with it.
Yeah. I mean, what I mean is I didn't want to do like, the standard, Bart, hey, man, or the old cop for, like 50s
You could be
movies
the
type
gruff old timer.
Yeah, the gruff old timer, or the 50s cop, or the these like Three Stooges type of voices, but instead I just did the same voice, and I couldn't keep any of the voices in my head.
Yeah.
Very interesting, Joe, that after the second scene, you were given a specific prompt that you did follow immediately, but then almost immediately after that forgot, which was that Declan sobered up.
Why? You don't sober up right away.
Well, you did, I don't remember what you said, but you got I think you said,
I stretched a little.
What a
and
great
then,
nap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, I was like, he read the prompt, he's going to follow it, but then a half a scene later.
Yeah. Well, I had some more liquor. I accidentally imbibed a little bit more bourbon.
If that was it, I probably would have been frustrated with you for going too far into the drunk character as I expected. But I will give you credit because you did, you were thrown a crustacean curveball. And I know you actually don't like that stuff. And I fully expect you to be like, where's the burger? But you didn't. Your character eats lobster.
Yeah, raw lobster. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the lobster tale of you murdering lobsters or something.
Yeah, you just kept stepping on them. We kept stepping on them for fun at the dock.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah. It was the 1950s. Animal cruelty wasn't a thing yet.
And I kept trying to think, well, 1953, is there any references to try and keep it grounded in the reality of the story? I'm thinking 1953. I'm trying to think of TV shows, and I'm like, okay, what movies? And newspapers, and I was like, but then Joe would throw something. I'm like, well, I got to keep going then because I don't have,
Well, I wanted it to be like a futuristic 1953, like Blade Runner.
Well, maybe we do need to get somebody in here. Trevor can take over Milton to give Ryan some moments to relax
Well, that's
and not
hard.
have to
Yeah,
talk to himself.
That was just hard just to try and think. And then I'm like, okay, I got two characters, and then trying to come up with some sort of quick voice that's not stupid and over the top, and then I couldn't.
Ooh, hello. Like that?
I didn't want to do a high pitch like falsetto because also I didn't know how many characters I was going to be thrown too. So I was like, well, I've never
You
been.
can't use them all.
The whole time I'm like, fuck, I can't keep a voice. I can't.
Yeah. I
They're
think
all
we need
too
a little
subtle.
nap after that.
I do like what I came up with the newspaper man. I do like that's my favorite.
No, that was great. That was great.
That's my favorite character because I was trying to come up with not psychosis, but character traits. Like he uses profanity. He's the cadence of the way he speaks. I was trying to come up with a character because that's something they always teach you in like improv classes. What did they call it? They say come up with a physical trait, come up with a voice. What is the other one? But they say you come up with these things for every character right off the bat. Make a choice, make a hard choice, and that will help you create the character. But with just doing audio, it's a lot.
Yeah, even got one of those.
And then two characters, and so I wish I could have done better with the voices, but.
Once you hear them talking to each other, you get enough of a distinction that you can differentiate them, especially when the other character leaves the room or whatever.
I kept forgetting what I was doing with Milton. I'm like, because I was talking through my teeth, and I'm like, that probably sounds all muddled and shitty. And then I was like, what was I doing for Milton?
Well, I was surprised that you went with that instead of doing of course I was picturing the cliched Jeeves style.
Yeah, and I wanted to stay away from all those, even though with the bartender, I kind of was like the gruff, hey, how you doing? I wanted to stay away from like the Keystone Cops type of what you'd expect from a detective, like a hard-boiled detective voice, or type of thing. I wanted to stay away from those kind of character stereotypes, but
and Joe I
wasn't able to come up with anything creative, anything better. So I was like, well, shit.
You redeemed yourself with Arthur.
Oh, good. I do like Arthur. And
Joe, I found it very interesting that you decided to fart several times throughout the production.
Again, I'm not sure if this came through in the beginning of the audio, but Tyler has a little thing of goop, and it makes fart poopy sounds whenever you press your thumb into it, and he has been doing that.
Poopy sounds.
He's been doing that throughout the episode, so that was not me putting my ass up to the microphone and just letting one loose.
Well, Joe, I thought it was Declan.
It was not.
I thought it was Declan because a guy.
It fits the character.
A guy, he's, drinking a lot on an empty stomach. He's not a healthy guy the way I'm picturing him.
Yeah, he had some bisque.
All of a sudden, he what do they call that? Gastric dumping, when you have an empty stomach and then you put a bunch of food in it. And
it forces all the gas out. I've heard of that.
But that makes people have to shit right after they eat, So I didn't know. Maybe Declan,
It's almost like whenever you eat popcorn and you can just feel like the hard kernels coming out in your poop.
Kernels?
Yeah.
Kernels. What kind of, are you sure you're eating popcorn, Joe?
Oh, yeah.
He's
had
eaten
some popcorn before.
Kernels.
I eat some of the seeds sometimes.
You just eat gravel.
Yeah. I ate rocks as a kid. That was fun.
Well, I'm sorry to hear.
For the next, I don't know if it's the stunning conclusion or the next act, we'll bring somebody in to help lighten the load on Ryan. Do you have any suggestions for Joe, Ryan?
Not
more pee-pee stuff?
Not really. It's trying to think if there was, because one of the things that a crutch. It's a crutch of mine, and I remember getting called on it. And it's funny because I did it tonight. Was I will fucking talk until I have an idea. I would, I would be like, oh shit, I don't have anything. So I'm going to, or I would talk until give my partner time to come up with something. So, I can do the spitfire fast bullshit, but I'm not really saying anything. I'm just the Vince Vaughn style. So I was doing that a little bit tonight. Partly because I was trying to come up with an idea for this character, or I was trying to read the prompt, or I was, trying to give Joe some time or maybe some ideas. So I honestly wasn't paying, and this is terrible because I wasn't paying super close attention to Joe.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
And I think Joe made that a little bit.
Until he spoke,
Yeah, Joe would be very patient and wait for you to finish almost every time. Like, Joe, I think you can get in there, man.
Yeah.
You can
man,
interrupt him.
It's a conversation. You think about it as people, and people do that all the time.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out what was happening with like the night thing.
Well,
I didn't know that was a clue.
Yeah,
that's called.
Well, here's the thing. And here's the thing with what we're doing. I didn't realize, I guess, that we were getting separate prompts.
Oh, we were, yeah.
Yes.
I thought we were getting the same prompts.
So you were trying to trigger me.
So I kept saying that because I thought you were doing a bit. I thought you realized that I'm giving you a clue with the Night Solace thing as a character, and you were making the choice of the character's too drunk to realize what I'm saying to make it funnier, to make my character have to draw it on. So I thought, actually, Joe, I thought you were doing a thing there.
Oh, no, I was just uninformed.
No, that's funny because for a while I'm like, all right, Joe, you're making this take way too long. Let's just get to it.
Yeah,
he was waiting for it to get funny again.
Now that I knew you didn't know, it totally makes sense because had I known that, I would have wrapped it up.
It may be a bit of setup for something to come later.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, Joe, that was I don't know if it was a code word, but the prompt said that I feel bad for you. I feel bad that you're walking into something.
Oh, okay.
And I'm trying to tip you off with this, and it was in quotations with this specific phrase. So that's why I kept hitting.
No, I get you.
Yeah, I may added out a few of those, but it was funny for longer than it should have been.
I enjoy that, man.
It was fun.
I enjoy just coming up with shit like that.
So what I think would be great is over time we continue to add more people to our stories. And I mean, obviously, our key players playing the biggest parts, but maybe at some point we have a woman in here and other people, and we can get
a female voice on Malevolent Movies. Expanded universe.
I could probably do one.
And I think it would probably be worth it to actually maybe have the cameras going on each other so you guys can watch each other, get a little bit more to play off of. So I think we're learning some stuff here, but there was some good bits in there for a first, a very dry. Rectal run.
I mean, it was and it was right there in the raw.
No, let me tell you, it was like eating a whole tub of Rocky Road ice cream. Delicious.
But you did good, Joe, because even I was starting to pull into the old pee-pee. But part of that was I wanted to see if I could talk like that and but you can't. That was part of what I was hoping, is that your character would maybe be appalled by that kind you talk and see if you Joe.
Well, I was a straight-hardened detective, so nothing could faze me.
Well, Ryan, you've just given me an idea for a character for you for the next chapter.
Oh, good. A compliment I want to give you, Joe, is at the beginning of this, I said you were only allowed the use of your current favorite catchphrase of "my pee-pee hurts." Yeah. You had to use it once, and you had to figure out the best place to put it, and it was perfect.
Yeah, I saved it right till the end.
It worked within what was going on in the silly scene. We're both having very, very violent body reactions. We're puking, we're shitting, we're getting sick, with lights are out, our anxiety, and then yours also manifests itself as pain in the penis, and you exclaim it.
Well, I think whenever I was vomiting, I accidentally shoved my elbow into my pee-pee, is what happened.
But it was well placed.
Thank you.
Because it made sense within the context of what was going on, that maybe, yes, your pee-pee hurts. It wasn't just thrown in at random. Yeah. And it made me laugh. So
Yeah. No, you did a very good job, Ryan. Yeah.
So thanks, everybody, for tuning into this special experimental improv-based episode of The Man with No Brain. We will have the conclusions, the more parts forthcoming. It's like a serial. It's like an old radio serial.
Yeah, tune in to the end of the world.
So thanks for tuning in for that. As always, if you like what you hear on this channel, like it, share it, let people know about it, and also our main channel, Malevolent Movies. We will talk to you again next time as we excavate the smelly, sloppy, wet, dank caverns of the man with no brain.
Oh my God, is that a bat? Is there a bat in my brain? Get out of here, skidoo!